Hi, I'm Todd, and I review terrible hit songs, and one of the songs I got a lot of requests for over the past couple months was Can't Be Tamed by Miley Cyrus.
Yes, you can be blamed, Miley. I was, in fact, thinking about doing a review of this song, but before I really got the chance to even listen to it more than a couple of times, that single sank like the Titanic, proving that the general public deserves more credit than you realize.
But I'm not one to pass up the chance to beat up on an artist I hate, and since I'm legitimately not sure if she'll ever have a career again, that means I have to start looking towards the past. That means I could do one of her songs, or I could do some of her show even. But why settle for small potatoes when I can go for the gold? Oh yeah.
Yes, indeed. After 3 seasons, the Hannah Montana franchise had become so popular that in 2009, they released a whole feature-length movie based on the show. And yes, you're going to sit here and watch it with me. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh yeah. I've been wanting to review this baby for a while now. Although, to be honest, and this is really embarrassing, I'm probably not the best person to be reviewing this because, believe it or not, I never really watched much of the show.
Actually, I did watch about 10 minutes of it in a hotel room once, and based on that brief and limited interaction with the program, my understanding of the show's premise is this. A. Billy Ray Cyrus can't act. B. Whatever this is needs to die. And C. Miley Cyrus plays Miley Stewart, the ordinary teenage girl who lives a secret double life as world-famous pop star Hannah Montana!
Apparently that blonde wig she wears is pretty much the only component of her Hannah Montana disguise. Now, I don't know why no one figured out that it's obviously her, but you know what? I dealt with Clark Kent and his stupid glasses, so I'll deal with this. Let's get this show rolling.
We start outside a roaring Hannah Montana concert, and thousands of obnoxious, screaming teenage girls are clamoring to get in, including, for some reason, our main character and her best friend Lily.
It's Miley Stewart. We've got to get in there.
Yeah, our names are on the list.
Well, why didn't you say so? In your dreams, sweet cheeks.
You are the only pop star I know who can't get into her own concert.
Oh, what hilarious shenanigans. She can't even get into her own concert. How does something like that even happen? Actually, no, that's a legitimate question. How did that happen? You got an answer for me, movie? Anything? Nothing? Okay.
Well, in any case, she makes it in, and she gets to perform her theme song, Best of Both Worlds.
Yeah, when you're famous, it can be kind of fun. It's really you, but no one ever discovered.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this song is clearly about her double life as Miley and Hannah. How does she keep her identity a secret if she's singing about it to everyone? Wait, what? Where did that cut just take us?
This is going to hurt a lot, isn't it?
Anyway, I guess the whole setup of the movie is that even despite the whole double life thing, being a pop megastar is going straight to Miley's head, like, gee, who could have predicted? And her publicist, Vanessa Williams, who, if you recall, had a career of her own at one point, takes her out on a shopping spree instead of doing important things like seeing her brother off as he heads to college, or going to Lily's birthday party. And she also gets in a shoe fight with Tyra Banks, who I am informed is also a famous person of some kind.
Okay, this is stupid. I find it really hard to believe that a seasoned, mature celebrity would lower herself to fighting publicly with a dumb, flash-in-the-pan starlet like Tyra Banks. Bazing!
Well, all the chaos attracts paparazzi, which means Hannah can't change back into Miley and ends up upstaging Lily at her own birthday party.
Hannah Montana?
Happy birthday, Lily! Happy birthday!
And she gets dragged into performing with the band that's somehow there and knows all her music and loves it, like a rock band would. And oh no, now Lily's giant roller coaster, skateboard, hundreds of people amusement park birthday party is ruined.
A shoe fight. You got into a stinking shoe fight? You know what? This is absolutely, totally, without a doubt, unacceptable.
Yes, I'm sure Miley Cyrus misses the days when the most trouble she could get in is by fighting over shoes. Well, anyway, her dad Billy Ray decides that she's clearly gotten too big for her britches and tricks her into getting onto a plane to... Okay, seriously, what the hell?
Mig's on her tail! Scramble! Okay, so instead of going to New York, they dragged her back to her hometown of middle of nowhere, Tennessee.
Hello, New York.
Miley, all you ever wanted to do was sing. Hannah let you do that and still have a normal life. That's why we created her in the first place.
Yeah, she's clearly already beset by paparazzi, and if a child star's life isn't screwed up enough, why not add a thick layer of secrecy and lies? Yeah, that's an interesting definition of normal life, Billy Ray.
So you're saying I can never be Hannah again?
Ask me again in 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Think of it as a Hannah detox.
Well, because Billy Ray has raised such an entitled bitch of a daughter, they rightly leave her ass on the side of the road. Fortunately, there's a horse for her to ride home and a love interest to help her out. I can't remember the guy's name, so we're just going to call him Cow Pie Clyde. Farm people, help me out. Why would you rope a tame horse? Anyone? Nothing? Okay.
Miley? We were in the first grade together.
I remember. You okay?
I guess I had a pretty big crush on you back then, but don't worry about it. I'm over it.
So, in case Hannah Montana wasn't enough of a girly fantasy already, we've now added ponies and boys. Yeah, throw in some sparkly vampires and we'll have everything.
Well, they get back to the farmhouse, where Rascal Flatts is hanging out for some reason, and we also meet Billy Ray's new love interest, played by... Oh, Jan, no! Oh, I didn't think you could sink any lower than being dumped by Michael Scott, but Billy Ray Cyrus, that would do it.
I have missed you more than you can imagine. And thank you so much for this. I have been saving him a place of honor.
Oh, but wouldn't it go so well next to the dogs playing poker picture in the outhouse?
I don't believe we've met. I'm Robbie Ray. Told you you'd be amazed.
Hey everyone, see if you can guess what happens next. Does Billy Ray, A, discuss the political ramifications of Iran's nuclear program, or B, bumble into the plates like a moron? If you guessed A, please go see a doctor.
Howdy.
Hannah Montana fans totally get that reference.
Elvis is alive and well.
Did I do that?
Well, since we've got some time to fill, we're going to go ahead and let Rascal Flatts pad out the soundtrack some. Whoa! Are we in Hogwarts all of a sudden?
You're a wizard, Hannah!
Oh, but let's get away from the plot for a moment so we can watch Miley's brother Jackson horse around with wild animals. Wait, I thought they said he was at college? Whatever.
Who wants to see a real, live alligator?
He's dead.
Works for me. Well, anyway, here's our first look at Miley's hometown. As you can tell, it's so painfully scrubbed clean it makes Main Street in Disneyland look like inner city Detroit.
Morning, Miss Ruby.
Morning.
Good morning, Barney. Morning, Eddie. Morning, Clyde.
And here, we also meet the quasi-villain of the movie, played by Barry Bostwick. And what kind of evil thing is he up to?
Old man Crowley died and left the town the meadows. But we don't exactly have enough for the taxes. Developers circling like vultures. Talking about putting up shopping malls.
A mall? Really?
If they have their way, there won't be any open land left.
Oh no, not a mall! If they build it, we might have something to do around here for fun besides throw pig manure at each other every night. My God, with the expanded tax base, the county might be able to afford indoor plumbing for the elementary school. How awful! I personally love driving 40 minutes to Knoxville every time I want to see a movie or buy a shirt.
When we finish, maybe you and I can do a little shopping.
In there? No thanks, I'm good.
Look, Missy, you may be Hannah Montana back home, but here we're britches and boots.
We wear burlap sacks and like it. Around this time, Miley takes her first tentative steps at escaping pop stardom's plastic chains by writing her own song.
It's kind of funny, sorta kind of funny how that voice inside your head saying, you're just a dummy.
However, here comes Cow Pie to use all his country boy charm to tell her that her song sucks, despite the fact that he's only heard 4 lines of it.
It's not bad. It just wasn't
Good.
about anything. Doesn't tell me anything about who you are or what you feel.
Remember that scene for later, okay?
Oh, and in case you're wondering the reason that Cow Pie Clyde is just hanging around Miley's farm, here's why.
Me and Ruby struck a deal. I rebuild the coop, I get to sell the eggs.
It's a lot of rebuilding.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right?
True enough, you gotta do what you gotta do, even if the best employment you can find is doing awful grunt work like that. I'm sure you'd have an easier time of it if there was some kind of economic engine to stimulate the local job market, like, oh, I don't know, a mall!
And speaking of the mall, now we've got the fundraiser, where they're trying to raise money for their fight to save their beloved community center. Oh no, wait, excuse me, their empty freaking field from becoming a useful contributing part of the town.
We're gonna slow it down for this next song. If that's
Oh hey, it's that other teen pop star. The one who writes her own music and plays an instrument. Yeah, might want to hustle her off screen before you get upstaged, Miley.
Hey, Miley, you know it's open mic night. You should give it a try.
Can I say something here?
If you guys don't mind,
I've seen Grease too.
I'm gonna add a little hip hop to this hoedown.
I saw that Sgt. Pepper's movie with the Bee Gees.
Boom, boom, clap, boom, dig, clap, dig, clap.
I've seen 2 of the High School musicals.
I'm gonna tell you about a beat that's gonna make you move your feet.
But this is the worst musical number ever in a movie.
Pop it, lock it, polka dot it, country fighting, hip hop it. Put your heart in the sky, move side to side, jump to the left, stick it, glide.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god, it hurts. It hurts so much. Oh god, it's so awful. It's like the worst parts of 5 different genres rolled into one. So bad. I'm sad all the time. I can't sleep at night. I have these horrible thoughts in my head and I can't fight them off. And it's, you know, what's the point? What's the point of anything? What am I even doing here? Why am I? Why don't I just go ahead and? Oh, it's over. Thank God. Sorry, that song sends me some weird places.
You got a lot of nerve coming in here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a community event.
Community. You wouldn't even know what that word means.
Well, I know that your idea of it is a thing of the past. Matter, you can have 100 of these little things. You ain't never gonna raise the kind of money it's gonna take to save the meadows.
Master of PR, ladies and gentlemen. Did the guy do any market research? The whole town seems to hate them all. And in any case, I'm also wondering, are they expecting Hannah Montana fans, who probably love malls, who probably watch this movie in a mall, to sit there and be shouting, yeah, down with malls?
Matter, you can have 100 of these little things. You ain't never gonna raise the kind of money it's gonna take to save the meadows. Not unless the Beatles show up for a benefit concert.
Miley knows Hannah Montana. She could help us out, right? Throw a concert, that'd raise a ton of money.
I guess I could give her a call.
Miley and Hannah in the same town at the same time?
But wait, how are they gonna pull that off? A zany scheme, perhaps?
Yes, Lily is passing herself off as Hannah. Not only does the wig magically turn Miley into Hannah without anyone noticing, it turns anyone into Hannah. It's the only thing anyone notices. Put it on anyone, they become Hannah Montana. Oh my god, look, it's Hannah Montana!
I swear Hannah will never come between us again.
Miley, could I come in and talk to you and Hannah for a minute?
You be Hannah. No, you're Hannah.
I can be Hannah. You be Hannah.
Miley.
You be Hannah. Stop doing this.
You know, they may fight a lot, but the makeup sex is fantastic.
Also, think about it, Lily. If Miley puts on the wig, who the hell are you supposed to be? Anyway, they keep up the charade, and Billy Ray gets his mac on with Jan while his daughter Miley secretly watches and cheers him on.
Yes! Go daddy, go daddy.
It was weird.
Hey, look, it's Hannah Montana!
Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you. So, you and Miley are pretty close, huh?
You have no idea.
You know, I said I could deal with this, but I can't. Are you a moron? Just because you're country doesn't mean you're inbred. Use your eyes. Use your ears. It's obviously her. As far as acting goes, Miley isn't exactly Christopher Reeve over here. They act exactly the same, and they look exactly the same, except one's blonde and dressed like a circus tent. How can you possibly be missing this?
Anyway, Hannah convinces Cowpie Clyde to ask Miley out on a date. Hooray! One complication, though.
She's not going. Hey, you're the one that promised Lorelai that Hannah would be the guest of honor at the Mayor's Big Lobster hoo-ha tonight.
Actually, Lily did.
Actually, Hannah did.
But I promised Travis.
Oh my god. The dinner's at the same time as her date with Cowpie? What can she do?
Reschedule? You know, call the guy up, postpone the date? No? Okay.
No, obviously the only solution is for her to try and go to both the dinner and the date with Cowpie at the same time. And she's got to replace Uncle Jesse's dead goldfish before Mr. Belding finds out.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Go!
I'll be right back. Cover for me.
Okay.
And she's gonna run back and forth between the dinner and the blah, 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 blah. Oh, for the love of God. And there's a ferret!
Sit! That's enough.
But uh-oh, here's where it all falls apart. Turns out changing clothes in a revolving door is a bad idea for more reasons than the obvious, because now Cowpie is found out.
Travis, please let me explain.
Are you making fun of me?
Nope, that's me. Over here.
You know what, Miley, Hannah, whoever you are, we're done.
The girl I am dating is a rich and famous pop star. Millions of guys my age would kill to be in my position. I am so angry about this.
I'm sorry, it's just this whole evening was a disaster. I mean, I just organized the whole thing, and then that girl just comes in and ruins it. I don't care if she is here for a big concert.
She's got a complicated life.
What's going on, Robbie Ray?
The truth is that I just don't have any place in my life for a relationship right now.
That doesn't answer my question. So yes, the alter ego of Hannah Montana has clearly wreaked havoc on Miley's personal life. After a brief sadness montage, we cut to the day of the big concert, and that means the mall isn't going to be built. I guess. I mean, they don't really mention it. I guess we're just supposed to assume that the little town has been freed from the horror of economic development. Or at least until next year when the property taxes come due again. But while the town may be safe, clearly Miley can't deal with the stress anymore, so she has herself a complete on-stage breakdown.
I can't do this.
She looks exactly the same, but with a different hair color.
I know you all came to hear Hannah, but if you don't mind, I've written y'all a song. It's kind of personal. I can almost see it.
But oh, let's listen to her big coming-of-age song. You know, the one that Clyde told her to write about
Who you are or what you feel.
I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high.
Okay, I said this before in a previous video, but The Climb, supposedly Miley's big moment of artistic self-actualization, is in reality a completely meaningless, cliche-ridden piece of drivel. It's not about her experiences, it's not about what she feels, it's not about what anyone feels, it's not about anything. In fact, the first song she was writing was obviously a lot more personal than this mind-numbingly unspecific and pointless waste of time. I'll say this though, it does legitimately sound like a teenage girl wrote it.
Again, how does the band know how to play this? She's never performed it before. But the whole crowd loves it, and yada yada yada, and Miley gets her big emotional moment, everything's happy, whoop-de-doo. Yeah, I was obviously not the target audience for this, but even so, this is a fairly awful and ridiculous movie. Would I recommend it? Absolutely not. However, I do want to say that they got a real director who actually does film some scenes pretty nicely, and I do appreciate the fact that it's basically an acknowledgement of how completely psychologically screwed up the whole Hannah Montana premise is. You know, but honestly, who really gives a crap? I just don't see why I'm supposed to care about what is basically a long commercial for...
Please be Hannah.
I'm sorry, what?
Please be Hannah. We'll keep your secret.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Sure you can!
What's going on? What's going on here? What's happening?
Put the wig back on. You'll never have a normal life if you don't.
Hannah's a part of you. Don't let her go.
What? Why not? Why shouldn't she? Oh, dear Lord. Is this happening? She just bared her soul to these people, and they're just flat rejecting it. They're saying, we don't care about what you want, you stupid teenage girl. Play the hits. Get back in your cage and dance, monkey. We'll keep your secret? Are you kidding me? At least 500 people in this crowd Facebook, Twittered, and YouTube that shit the second she took the wig off. I thought Spider-Man 2 was bad with this, but this is a million times worse. But that's not even the point. The point is that she tried to present herself as who she truly is, and the whole crowd told her they didn't want it. They wanted superficiality and lies. Oh, Jesus. You did it, movie. You got me to care about Hannah Montana. You got me to care about Hannah Montana by taking a giant sparkly dump on all her hopes and dreams. Also, some other stuff happens. I don't care because I'm done with this. Rest assured, Hannah Montana the movie has the single worst ending I have ever seen in a movie. Did they forget the part where they called this Hannah Detox? So much for that, I guess it's Hannah Relapse and Overdose. The ending apparently was hastily rewritten after the show was unexpectedly renewed, but it is still completely inexcusable. But hey, we aren't done yet. Oh no, we still got the second half of Hannah-Palooza to look forward to, and trust me, it is going to rock.
Pop it, lock it, polka dot it, country, fad, and hip hop it.